All right, everybody, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be talking about, we're going to be reading the short story, Waiting for Alfred. All right? We'll be reading through the story and practicing our pronunciations as we read through it. The link to the story is in the chat box right now. I'll also put it in the Google chat box for you if you decide to hang out there once you get into class. Okay, and so when you open up the link, this is what you'll see. Okay, this is one of my favorite websites that has a whole host of short stories. Let's see here. All right, so yes, that's what you'll see when you come in, and this is the story that we'll be reading through to practice our pronunciation. Let's see, Selma, how are you?
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are things going?
Well, everything is fine. Thank you.
Awesome, sounds good. Welcome to class. How about Danilo?
Hello,
Hey, Danilo, how you doing?
I'm doing well. And how about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get started, and we'll see if some other people join in. Go ahead and open up the link, and we'll start with Selma. Okay. So,
Okay.
Selma, please read the first two paragraphs.
Okay, teacher. Gilbert O'Hare stood in front of the mirror on the door of the wardrobe in his bedroom. He measured his vis-a-vis slowly and hedonistically from top to bottom. In a few days the world will throw itself at my feet. He turned around, stepped into the corridor, and walked along to the stairs. With an emperor's attitude he descended. "I don't want to be disturbed now," he pronounced in direction of the butler, who carried a tray with champagne glasses across the lobby. The butler scowled invisibly, turned round and disappeared. Gilbert O'Hare reached the reception room of his house, which was also his holy place, his sanctuary. For a moment he waited on the doorstep, took a deep breath, and looked around from wall to wall. Normally there was a huge Louis VII-throne chair in the center of his room, but it had been removed from the upcoming reception. The three walls were full, from top to bottom, of expensively framed documents, prize awards, and medals from all over the world. On the opposite wall, looking from the doorstep, right in the center of the wall, there was empty space. It was the only space still available.
Okay, very good job, Selma. Let's take a look at some words here. Let's practice the short I sound in the word still. So instead of saying still, we want to say still. Try that.
Still.
Good, much better. All right, let's go to this word here. Instead of saying medals, the word is medals with a short E sound. Try that.
Medals.
Good, one more time. Medals.
Medals.
Great job. Okay, let's go to Louis the 7th, or actually this would be the 13th. So an X would be 10, and 3 of those would be 3, so the 13th. So how we read that is we put the word the before it. So that would be Louis the 13th. Try that.
Louis the 13th.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Okay, let's go to the word scowled. Right here, scowl. Give me an ow sound there in the middle. Scowled.
Scowled.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, and butler, instead of being butler, it is butler.
Butler.
Good.
Butler.
One more time. Butler.
Butler.
Good. Good. Okay. Let's go to corridor. We're going to use the short I sound here instead of corridor. Corridor. Corridor.
Corridor.
Good. Nice job. And one last one. Okay, this word is mirror. So we're going to use a long E sound. Mirror.
Mirror.
Good. One more time. Mirror.
Mirror.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, Selma.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Nura.
Yes, teacher. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Let me have you continue on this next paragraph. Read through that, the second paragraph, and about half of this third one here. I'll have you read down to professor from a poor region in India.
Okay. Gilbert Airways stopped into the sanctuary and placed himself in front of this empty space on the middle wall. His eyes bent with the empty space, and his life swam before his eyes. He remembered all these endless years full of work, all this
Burden. All right, Nura, are you still there? We may have lost you. Okay, let's go to Goliath. Hey there, Goliath.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let me have you read this section here. I think we lost her and she had just barely started. So go ahead and start right at there at the top at Gilbert.
Gilbert Orway stepped into the sanctuary and placed himself in front of his empty space on the middle wall. His eyes penetrated the empty space, and his life swam before his eyes. He remembered all these endless years full of work, all this burden, all this renunciation, all the concentration, all these travels to place he was not really interested in, all these talks to people he actually did not like, all the struggles, all the planning, all the elbowing and flattering, and all the invitations, and all these endless and expensive dinner parties he had to give. He called it to himself necessary bribery. He stood upright, lifted his head so that he could almost look down to the empty space on the wall from above. From heaven he twisted his body a bit to the side and posed in the way shown on a huge and paintings famous kings in ermine coats. Twice a month for the last 25 years he celebrated a dinner party for 12 distinguished guests in his house, and from time to time he also invited common guests who normally would never be selected for this special circle of wealth and importance. Like, for instance, on this evening he invited a simple professor from a poor region in India. My
Okay.
God, it's tiring. Yeah, I was sweating.
You did very well though. You did very well.
Really?
Yeah, you did. You did very well. Let's go to the word month instead of month. It is month.
Month.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to struggles instead of struggles. Struggles.
Struggles.
Okay, very good. And let's take a look at two words with the short I. Okay, so this instead of these. Okay,
Yes.
this and in.
This and in. Interesting
Good.
in.
Yeah, interesting, interested in. So with that same
In.
I, interested in.
Interested in.
There
So
you
we
go,
have
that's it. Yeah, yeah, the short I's, and it's every once in a while, not every time. Okay, so every once in a while you have a word that pops up and you use a long E sound. Okay, yeah, but your
okay.
pronunciations were very good. You had some new words here. Okay, Remind, that was great. Okay, you had some really good pronunciations.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I have a good teacher.
Very good. You are kind. Thank you, Goliath. All right, let's go to Dennis. Hey, Dennis, how are you?
Hello, Chad. Hello, everybody. I'm fine. Thanks. How are
Great,
you?
great. I'm doing good. Let me have you continue here where it says a man. I'll have you finish up this paragraph, read through the second one, and end on this third one here. Okay?
Okay. A man who could now work as guest in his group for 2 months. A man who came from the university with great financial problems and no international contacts. A man who has no future abroad and no chance to make career, but a man whose work shows remarkable results, in fact extremely outstanding results. Results from which one can profit. That's how it's on the world. One good turn deserves at least one another. Gilbert, how it pronounced?
You could probably
Oh,
say Aware.
Auer. Gilbert Auer had a wife, Gloria, a son and a daughter. Gloria, his wife, had educated his children and was their manageress in the house and in charge of all these numerous dinner parties that were held since 25 years. She performed this task with great skill and Gilbert was very satisfied. She never argued, always fulfilled his wishes, paid attention to his orders, and instructed and supervised the staff acquired regularly for these events, which for Gilbert Auer were the basic part of his climb and target of his career, the nucleus of his life. Bernhard, the son, fell into disgrace a long time ago because of not following the will of his father to study law. He became a passionate ballet ballet dancer,
No, you were correct the first time. Ballet.
ballet dancer instead, and finally worked now as a choreographer and was very successful. But for Gilbert, there was an abyss. Continue.
Nope, just till there. I was writing down a note. Okay, so all right. So this word here is abyss.
Yes, abyss.
Okay. All right, and that is a large underwater canyon. Okay.
Yeah,
So basically, what he's saying is that he doesn't like his son's choice of career. All right, let's go to this word here. This is choreographer.
choreographer.
Okay. Yep. One more time. Choreographer.
Choreographer.
There you go. Okay, that's a person that designs dances or dance routines. Okay. Let's go to career right here. Career with the stress at the very end.
Career.
Good, just like that. And argued. Okay, stress at the beginning. Argued.
Argued.
Excellent. Okay. Let's go to skill. Okay, we're going to use the short I sound. So instead of skill, it is skill.
Skill.
All right, very good. And let's go to, we have abroad. So instead of abroad, abroad.
Okay, yeah.
Abroad.
Abroad.
And could. Instead of could, could.
Could.
There you go. That's it. All right, nice job, Dennis.
Okay, thanks.
All right, very good. Let's go to Danilo.
Hello?
Hi there. Danilo, let me have you continue where it says Katarina. Okay, go ahead and finish that paragraph. The next one, this third line, this one here, and I'll have you read a little bit of this last paragraph, which looks like it has a massive sentence at the very beginning. Let me have you just read these first three, because going down there, that's a lot. So, and we'll come back around. There's only 5 of us in class right now, so go ahead and read that. Okay.
Okay. Katarina, the daughter, followed the will of the father and studied economics. He saw her already as head of a firm he intended to establish. But 6 weeks before her diploma, she packed a suitcase and left the house. Later came a letter from Middle Africa, where she settled down and joined a human health organization. Gilbert never talked about these 2 family members anymore. His wife occasionally reported about their well-being or about their work, but he never showed any interest, not even a reaction. There was a knock at the door. It was the butler who announced the arrival of the first guests. Gilbert threw a last longing glance at the empty space in the wall. Next week, finally after all, he would receive compensation for all his efforts. He would win the great prize, and then also the middle wall would be complete, his target reached, and he could then start to enjoy life and his well-deserved fame. That's it. Continue.
Yep. Just till there. Okay. Let me have you practice the word reached.
Reached.
There you go. So we're going to end with a T sound there. Okay. This word is great with a long A sound in the middle. Great. Try that.
Great.
Excellent. Okay. This word, instead of reading it efforts, the word is efforts. Try that.
Okay. Efforts.
Good. One more time. Efforts.
Efforts.
Okay. And this word is all. Okay. Instead of O, starting with an O sound, we start with an ah sound. So it is all. Try that.
All.
Very good. Okay. Let's go to talked. Where did talked go? Uh-oh. I lost talked. Oh man, I saw it in here. Unless I'm going crazy. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Whew. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, you guys. All right. This word here is talked with a T ending.
Talked.
Okay. And let's do one more T ending here. Packed.
Packed.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Nice job, Danilo.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Very good. Nura, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm sorry, teacher.
No worries. Okay. Let's continue. I'll have you read through these the next 2 paragraphs, please.
Okay. The guests arrived and the butler served the champagne. Gilbert felt like an emperor. His wife appeared on the doorstep and Gilbert, who was just in talk with an ambassador, interrupted his conversation, something that he normally never did, and start with wide open eyes. She wore a fire green silk evening dress, matching sling bumpers, and a new coiffure with colored streaks, breathtaking and forbidden. He hardly recognized her, took a sip of champagne, and could not believe it. Gilbert searched for words, but he could not find them. He choked. His wife mangled with the guests and did not seem to notice him. The butler arrived with the last guest, Shutter, Shuttergraph, Shuttergraph.
Your
I,
guess is as good as mine on that one. Those are difficult words, so no worries with those.
Okay. Gilbert just wanted to continue his conversation with the ambassador, but he felt a movement in the area of the room. Everyone seemed to be attracted by something. He turned his head and saw his Indian guest in the doorway. He, he wore a dark blue Indian suit with that special decorative color. His white teeth appeared like a beryl color in contrast to the side and the dense, deep black hair and the warm and appeared and friendly-looking velvety eyes. A sniffly, good-looking man. This Indian thought Gilbert. Time for his welcome speech. Gilbert lifted his champagne glass and started to talk. His voice called back all attention to him in the direction of the master of the house.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at some words here. We had a lot of new ones in these two short paragraphs. Okay, first up is the word velvety.
Velvety.
Good, good. Yeah, one more time, velvety.
Velvety.
Okay, let's try this description out of this word. So this is a dark blue Indian suit.
Dark blue Indian suit.
Good, good. Nice job. This word here is ambassador.
Ambassador.
Ambassador. One more time.
Ambassador.
Okay. And this word would then be mingled.
Mingled.
Good. Yeah, give me that D sound at the end. Mingled.
Mingled.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a French word. Okay, the word is champagne.
Champagne.
Okay, champagne, champagne.
Champagne.
Good, just like that. Okay. Let's go to recognized.
Recognized.
Good. Okay. And
Okay.
interrupted. Instead of interrupted, interrupted.
Yeah. Interrupted.
All right. And one last word. This word is guests. So we have a short E sound there. Guests. Try that.
Guests.
There you go. Nice job. All right. Thank you, Nura.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's go to Selma.
Yes.
Okay, Selma, please continue. Read the next 3 paragraphs.
Okay. Some days later at work, Gilbert O'Hare stood over an hour upright in front of his desk, waiting for the phone call. Then he turned his head away from the phone to the right corner near the window, and he noticed that the phone cable was not plugged in. With a dreadful outcry, he threw himself into the corner, grasped the cable and plugged it in. Upon bursting into the corner in his important action, his feet tangled with other cables and he pulled out the power cable of his computer. He got up from the floor and sank into his leather seat. For a long while he was hypnotized by the phone. It was, in the meantime, 10:25 a.m., and the announcement of the prize was set for 9:45 a.m. Something must have happened. Of course, they are late because his phone was not plugged in. At 11:15, Gilbert O'Hare decided to start his computer and consult the official web page, and from there get the confirmation about the delay in the announcement. He could not start his computer. There was only a black window yawning into his face. He was desperate.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let's take a look at some words here. All right, let's practice this little phrase. Yawning into his face.
Yawning into his face.
There you go. Very good. Let's go to this word here. The word is, excuse me, hypnotized. Hypnotized.
Hypnotized.
Very good. One more time. Hypnotized.
Hypnotized.
Very good. Okay, let's go to tangled. Tangled.
Tangled.
Okay. Now, this means cords were wrapped around his feet. Okay. So, and he couldn't get his feet out, and that's that's when he had pulled the other cable out for the computer because they got tangled around his feet. Okay, wrapped. Okay.
Okay.
So, like tied? Tied?
Almost like tied, but let's see here. Okay, a tied would be something more neat. Tangled is messy. Okay, so not the movie. Cable is tangled. Let's see if I can get a good. Okay, so, all right, this is a great, okay, so right here, this would be tangled. You see how messy that looks? Okay, and just imagine getting your feet stuck in that. Okay, your feet would then be tangled. All right, this as well would be something that is tangled. That is not very neat. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, that would be tangled. Okay, so if your feet get mixed up in that, you're definitely going to pull one of those cables out. Okay, so that's what tangled would be. Okay, this word here is plugged.
Plugged.
Yeah, so we're going to use the G sound on this one. One more time, plugged.
Plugged.
Good. And one last word. This word is cable.
Cable.
Very good. All right, thank you very much, Selma.
Thank you.
Let's go to Igor.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, Igor, welcome to class.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me have you read the next 3 paragraphs, please.
He stood up, rushed to the door and into the corridor, which was empty. No sign of life, no voices. He ran down the stairs to the next floor, and to the next one, and finally to the ground floor. At the end of the corridor, near the back door leading to the small pavilion in the courtyard, he saw a man with a huge camera. The man gave him a sign. "Hi, are you also working in this place? Come on, there is a big celebration going on," and disappeared into the courtyard. "They cannot celebrate my prize without me. This would be ridiculous. One cannot celebrate without the star," Gilbert whispered, biting his lip. He arrived at the entrance to the pavilion from the courtyard, and before stepping into the place, he lifted his body and took his rehearsed attitude of the emperor and marched in. About 100 persons, all with champagne glasses and all showing smiling faces, were celebrating. All jubilation seemed to toast towards a place in the middle of the crowd. Camera teams were installed on tables, and at this moment someone tapped on his shoulder. Could I pass, please?" It was the president with a huge flower bouquet. What is going on here? Gilbert asked with shivering voice. The president gave no answer and rushed by to his important task.
Okay, very good. Let's check out some words here. This word would be bouquet.
Where is this word?
Bouquet, a flower bouquet.
Bouquet.
It's French.
Yep, this is a flower bouquet. Okay, just a group of flowers like this, specially arranged. Okay, that is a flower bouquet. All right, let's go to tapped. Instead of taped, that would be tapped.
Tapped.
And this is shoulder. Instead of shoulder, shoulder.
Shoulder. Shoulder.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, let's go to jubilation.
Jubilation.
That's with the stress on that A. Okay.
Jubilation.
Now, excellent. Let's go to ridicu. Okay, this is going to be an EU sound for that U. So ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Good. One more time. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Very good. All right, let's take a look at the word saw. Okay, remember the AW only makes an aw sound. Okay, you had placed an oo at the very end. Okay, the word is saw.
Saw.
Okay, very good. And pavilion. Okay, pavilion with the stress on that middle I. Pavilion.
Pavilion.
Excellent. All right, nice job, Igor. Thank you. Let's go to Goliath. All right, Goliath. Let me have you read this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 paragraphs here. They're short. It looks like a lot, but it's they're shorter.
I should drink water before I start. Okay.
Go
Sir.
for it.
Okay. Sir, a short young man with a pale face stood at his right and continued. They celebrate the Nobel Prize of this year, which goes to our Indian guest professor together with a professor from Mali and a female professor from Jamaica. Colored flashes, stars and stripes diagonally shot in front of his eyes. Thunder eroded his inner head. A murderous sharp noise shot apart his inner auditory canals. His throat choked his own horror. Gilbert turned around and escaped to his office, where he locked the door. They cannot give me a prize to an unknown African, a poor Indian and Caribbean woman. No, no, no. He sobbed the whole afternoon. At 6:50 p.m. he left the building and took a taxi to his house. He stormed through the door and shouted, "Gloria, come down here at once." No answer. He called again, her name, this time tyrannically, again no answer.
All right, very good. Yes, and that word is, excuse me, tyrannically.
Yeah.
Okay, you can also say tyrannically or tyrannically.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
a start.
Yeah, so either way is acceptable with that word. Okay. Here you had said me prize. Okay, this would be give my prize. Give my prize. Try that.
Give my prize.
Excellent. Let's go to canals. All right, so instead of saying canals, it is canals with the accent at the end.
Canals.
Okay. Now this word here is the Nobel. Okay, the Nobel Prize. Instead of Nobel, Nobel.
Nobel?
The Nobel Prize.
Okay, Nobel, no electricity bill.
There you go.
Nobel.
Yep.
Nobel or Nobel? Nobel.
Nobel. Yeah, so noble would be someone who is a royalty. Okay, this is Nobel.
I confused here.
Yep.
Nobel.
Okay, and this word here is stood instead of stool. Stood. Okay,
And
excellent.
what is about with the pale or pal?
Where's that at? Pale
The
or pal?
with stood, behind stood.
Oh, a pale. Yeah, a pale face.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were good there.
Yeah,
Very good. All right, thank you. All right, let's go to Dennis.
Yes.
Okay, Dennis, let me have you finish off this story, and I have another story that we'll continue with. Okay, you guys. So don't worry. Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
Okay. Then he realized the man was standing on the stairs. It was Bernard, his son. "What are you doing here?" he asked with an angry voice. The hated son came down toward him, stopped on the second last step, sat down and said with the calmest voice in the world, "Bertie, it's over. Gloria has left you and will not come back. She and
Let's see, Chatargar. Chatargar.
Chicago
Yeah. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. That's a hard one.
Yeah, took the plane at 5 o'clock this afternoon to India. She informed us already 2 weeks ago and asked us, Kathy and myself, by letter to come today and help you if necessary. Here we are, Kathy's over there, and he pointed in direction to the sanctuary. Gilbert carried himself with the last strength to his holy room, to his sanctuary. He stopped at the doorstep and looked absolutely dumbfoundedly into his holy shrine on the giant Louis the 13th, yeah? With the article.
13th.
With article or
yes, Louis the 13th.
Louis the 13th throne set to unknown kids. They looked like female twins, with gray dark eyes, black skin, and the heads full of hair pigtails with huge colored ribbons. They were about 7 years old, wearing large football t-shirts and baseball shoes. "Hi, grandfather. We are your granddaughters from Mali, and we just won the Nobel Prize." They babbled in chorus and wriggled their feet.
All right, now last sentence.
Gilbert fainted. I don't know. Gilbert who? Gilbert fainted.
There you go. All right, very good. Okay, let's take a look at some words here. Okay, we're going to use the short I on the word pigtails instead of pigtails. Pigtails.
Pigtails.
Very good. Let's go to dumbfoundedly.
Dumbfoundedly.
There you go. Okay, let's go to holy. So instead of holly, this is holy room.
Holy room.
Holy.
Holy.
There you go. That's it. One more time. Holy room.
Holy room.
Very good. Okay, and one last word. It is necessary.
Necessary.
Good. One more time. Necessary.
Necessary, I said, yeah?
Yes, you had said necessary. Okay, this is necessary.
Necessary.
There you go. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, you guys, let's go to our next story.
And Chad, it's titled...
yes.
It's titled Waiting for Alfred. Who's Alfred?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering when I got down to the end. I read the first few paragraphs. I was like, okay, this should be pretty good. And yeah, as I was going down, I was like, okay, who is Alfred? Okay, why is it entitled Waiting for Alfred? So yeah, beats me. I think the person who wrote the story is a little crazy, if you ask me. All right. So the next story is in the chat box. Go ahead and open that up. Okay. Shine Forever, a Sandy story. So this is about the Hurricane Sandy. All right. Let's go to Danilo.
Okay.
All right, Danilo, let me have you read the first 3 paragraphs, please.
Okay. Click, 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 clunk. The roller coaster climbs to the top of its first high hill, then jerks to a stop. My heart is jumping with the fear and excitement of my very first roller coaster ride. My name is Lisa, and my family and I are spending the summer in a wonderful, fun-filled seashore town. We rented a nice little bungalow on a quiet street near the bay. A bungalow is a nice small house that covers most of this little town. Swish! Oh my gosh. As the coaster makes its journey around the steel track, I smell the fresh caramel popcorn. I see the sparkling, colorful lights, and I hear the music from the other rides, and other kids and family enjoy the sights and sounds of boardwalk in summer. We ate ice cream, pizza, and cotton candy. We rode on the carousel, log flume, and swings. My sister and I even got to play games in the arcade. I tried my luck at the cranes and successfully won a prize. I could not wait to see what it was. When I opened it, I found a small replica of a lantern. My sister said, "Oh, that's stupid. It is cheap and probably won't work." I just knew this special prize would shine forever. It was late and we had to walk home along the boardwalk. We used my light to guide us back. Mom said, "Your light will shine forever."
All right, very good. Let's take a look at some words here. First up is the word used. Okay, I used. Instead of used, it is used.
Used.
Very good. Let's go to the word would. So instead of saying would, it is would.
Would.
Very good. Okay. Here on the word stupid, you had said stupid, putting a sound right before that. Okay, we want to only pronounce that S, saying stupid.
Stupid.
Okay, stupid.
Stupid.
There you go. Okay, let's go to the word luck. Okay, instead of Luke, it is luck.
Luck.
All right, excellent. Let's go to the word music. Okay, here at the end of the word, you had said musique. All right, let's end with that C sound. Music. Excellent. Okay. Now, the S at the beginning of smell is a voiceless S. Okay, so here's the difference. A voiced S sounds like a Z. Smell. Okay, a voiceless S sounds like an S. Smell. Okay, so this would be I smell the fresh. Try that. I smell the fresh.
I smell the fresh.
Okay, go to an. There you go. An S sound instead of smell. Smell.
I smell the fresh.
That's it. There you go. Nice job. Okay. This word here is town instead of town. Town.
Town.
There, that's it. Nice job. Okay, and one last word. This is heart. Instead of hurt, heart.
Heart.
Good. Nice job. All right, nice. Good job, Danilo.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Selma.
Yes.
All right, and we've got about 10 minutes left. I'll shorten up these paragraphs here, okay? So let me have you read the next two, okay?
Okay. My family and I had so much fun that first summer that my parents decided to buy a house in that seashore town. We quickly became part of the little seashore community and became part of a very special family. Our house sat between the bay and the ocean, steps away from all kinds of seashore activities, boating, biking, swimming, and of course fishing and crabbing, to name a few. I loved to go surf fishing with my dad. We would wait till it was just about dark. My dad always said, "That's when the best fish swim by." I would shine my light brightly and proudly, knowing I was helping my dad to try to catch that prize fish. My dad would say, "That little lantern is good luck and will shine forever."
Good. Let's practice that last line. Will shine forever. Okay, give me a good SH sound. Shine.
Will shine forever.
Good. Let's practice that, the word fish. Give me an SH sound at the end, so that prize fish.
That prize fish.
There you go. Good. Okay, and this word here is crabbing. You were correct on it. Okay, crabbing.
Okay, crabbing.
Okay, very good. Now, crab is like lobster. It has pinchers, okay, on it. So, if you were to go crabbing, you'd be catching this type of animal. Okay, this is crab.
Oh.
Okay. Very
Okay.
good. Thank you. Let's go to Igor.
Yeah.
Please read the next two paragraphs.
At night, sometimes we would go crabbing, and my light would be used as the bait for the crabs. It was fun to watch the crabs as they swam towards my light. My parents always told me, "Lisa, your light is wonderful and will shine forever." As years passed in our tiny little seashore town, people came and people left. Summers turned into winters and winters to summers. Although my light was getting tired, it still continued to shine brightly. I was now convinced my light would shine forever.
All right, very good. Let's practice winters. So instead of saying winters, it is winters.
Winters.
Good. And this word here, you had said seashore.
Yeah.
This would be seashore. Only an E sound. Try that.
Seashore.
Good, just like that. All right, very good. Everything else sounded nice. The other short I sounds and whatnot, everything sounded good. Nice job, Igor.
Keep improving, yeah.
That's right. That's right. Good.
Okay,
Let's go to Goliath. Please read the next two paragraphs.
Okay. Until one day, oh my God! Until one day in October, there was an approaching storm, and while we had faced many storms of many sizes, this one seemed different. The small family seashore town was worried. Mom and Dad helped others prepare for the worst. Some did not believe it would be bad and took warnings lightly. The storm was named Sandy, and as I crept up the coast, we sat and watched as the news reporters told us this one is really big. As it got closer, people began to leave the small seashore town. My mom and Dad didn't know what to do.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at the word closer. All right. Now, this is a tricky word because we have the preposition close All right, and we also have the verb to close. The difference is the S, okay? So that S is either going to be a voiced S or a voiceless S. The verb to close the door, okay, I closed my door, I'm closing my door, that's going to have a voiced S on it, and it'll have an ending with an E, an ED, and an ING. Okay, the preposition, if it's close in proximity, okay, he sat close to his mom, okay, things like that. Then this would be, let's see, it would have endings like ER, so closer, and what's closest. Okay, so closer and closest. Okay.
So when it is to about something near is with the S.
Yes.
And something to close or to lock is with Z sound.
Z sound, exactly.
See.
Okay.
That's tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky. So sometimes all you have to memorize is the endings. But if there is no ending on the end, that R is gone. Okay, then you have to look around and see what's going on in the sentence. If he is closing, if he is going to close the door, okay, look for keywords around the word close, okay, to see if it's going to be close or close, okay. So that's the trick there. Sometimes it's easy, like if there's an ER or an EST at the end, okay, or an ED or ING. Those are indicators of what the word would sound like. The others, okay, if it has no ending and it's just the verb or the so close or close, okay, you'll have to look around and see what's going on around the word, the context, okay.
Okay.
All right, and let's try one more word. This is worried. So worried instead of worried. Okay, worried.
Yeah, worried.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to Dennis. All right, Dennis, please read this next paragraph and about half of this this other one. We're going to go to Dad. We have to go back. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. As the storm got closer, the waves got bigger. As the waves got bigger, the wind got stronger. As the wind got stronger, the power went out. I ran to get my little lantern. Even though it was old and tired, it still helped us see and ease our fears. As night began to fall, my dad decided we needed to leave because it just wasn't safe. My sister, my parents, and I quickly packed the car and headed out the island. As we started down the road, I all of a sudden realized I had left without the lantern. That we have to go back.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let's try that N at the end of lantern one more time. Make sure to pronounce that. Lantern.
Lantern.
Good, good. Yeah, I could hear that more that time. Okay. Yeah, everything else was good. Okay, really good pronunciations there. Nice job.
Okay, thanks.
Let's go to Danilo to end everything off. Go ahead and finish up this paragraph here and read this next little bit. Okay?
Okay. However, by now the wind was stronger, the water was higher, and it was getting darker. As I sat quietly in the back seat of the car, I also realized I had left my lantern on. "Don't worry, Lisa," said Mom. "That little light will shine forever." By now, I was beginning to doubt my lantern could shine forever, and feared my special prize would be lost forever. The storm was worse than anyone had thought. Towns were devastated, roads were damaged terribly, and the little seashore town had been destroyed by a storm named Sandy.
Okay, very good. Let's go to devastated.
Devastated.
One more time, devastated.
Devastated.
Okay, and let's go to could. So instead of saying could, it is could.
Could.
There you go. That's it. Nice job. Okay, very good. All right, thank you guys for coming into class. My next hour is a speaking hour. We'll be taking a look at some vocabulary words about going to the doctor, phrases we can use when there, vocabulary words that will be used from the doctors and medical staff when we're there. Okay, so if you're interested in that, come along to the next class. All right, thanks you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.